Hello friends, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make single serve chocolate chip cookies, and then I'm going to show you 5 variations on the cookie recipe as well. So I've got my oven preheating to 180 degrees and let's get started with single serve chocolate chip cookies. So here is all the specialist equipment you need and the ingredients. It's a very straightforward recipe. So the first thing we're going to do is take some butter, and this is not like, you know, fancy stick butter or anything. It's just regular, out of the fridge, whatever you put on your toast or your sandwiches butter. And margarine works equally well, so if you just have margarine in your house, then have that. And we want a tablespoon of said unfancy butter. We're going to scoop that into there. Now I like to use 2 different tablespoon measures, one for the butter and one for the dry things, but if you only have one, that's fine. Wipe it out with some paper towel and carry on with your day. Next we're going to take some brown sugar, and using our dry spoon we want 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Easy peasy. Next we want 1 teaspoon of white sugar. 1 teaspoon of white sugar. And we're just going to mash these together in the bowl until it makes a nice smooth and creamy looking buttery sugary mixture. Okay, that looks good. I will never understand why my neighbors always want to use their blower vac when I'm trying to make a video. Alright, so then we're going to add a little bit of vanilla. This is just vanilla essence, and this is totally optional as well, so don't feel obliged. Just a little drizzle of that. Mix that in, and that just kind of elevates the flavor. Alright, so this in and of itself is extremely delicious, but I mean, you could eat it there, but don't, because it gets better. So next we're going to add some flour. This is self-raising flour. If you don't have self-raising flour, then all you need to do is mix together 1 cup of plain flour, all-purpose flour, with 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and that is self-raising flour. We're going to add 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. And then we're just going to mix. And that is a basic cookie dough, but I promised you chocolate chip cookies, so now I'm going to take some dark chocolate chips, my tablespoon, and add a tablespoon of dark chocolate chips. Mix that through, and I'm going to use my hand because it's my cookie and I'm going to eat it and you can't stop me. So now you've taken your cookie dough to chocolate chip cookie dough, and now we're just going to form it into a cookie. If you wanted 2 cookies, you could split it in half and do 2 smaller cookies, but I like to just do 1 gigantic cookie. So I'm going to smush it into a ball and then sort of flatten it out a bit so it's about yay thick and about that size. Because if you just roll it into a ball, it kind of won't spread as far as you want it to. So this is what you want. So I'm going to put this onto a tray, and then that's going into the oven for 12 minutes. When you bring it out of the oven, you want to smack it down on the bench like this. And that helps it to get those nice crackly bits in it. And then you just have to let it cool, not for very long, just for long enough for you to be able to pick it up without it falling apart. Okay, so let's talk about variations. What if you are not really a chocolate chip kind of person, but you are a peanut buttery kind of person? Let's make a peanut butter cookie. Butter, brown sugar, white sugar, mix, then peanut butter. This is crunchy peanut butter. So I'm going to do that much. This is a teaspoon, so this is probably a little more than a teaspoonful of peanut butter. And then, would it be real if it didn't have peanut butter chips in it? I feel like recently, would any video of mine be mine if it didn't involve peanut butter chips? peanut butter chips are the bomb. And of course, our 2 tablespoons of flour. 1, 2. Okay, so smush it, flatten it a little bit. Onto a baking tray, into the and out of the oven. Ooh, look at that bad boy. Delicious. But what if you don't like chocolate and you're deathly allergic to peanuts? Well then, my friend, you would want to make a caramel cookie, right? So it starts out exactly the same. Butter, brown sugar, white sugar, mix. Vanilla, flour, mix. Let's mush this like we did with all the others. Don't leave any behind, that would never do. Into a bowl, smush it into a circle, and then we're going to take some Werthers. Can you see what I'm doing? And poke them into the top. Maybe just 2, that will probably be enough. And that's going to go into the oven. But this time, let's try some movie magic. Okay, everyone put your hands in. Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3, bake. Hey, nice one, guys. It worked. Look at that. It's all nice and caramelly and chewy. Awesome. We're going to let this guy cool down too. So, what if you're a 5-year-old child? Then you obviously want the Funfetti cake version, right? Same as before. Butter. Butter's getting real soft now. Brown sugar, white sugar. Put the vanilla in now. I might have to wipe my finger. And mix flour and also 1 tablespoon of Funfetti sprinkles. Mix it all around, smush it a little bit, put it onto the cookie tray. Okay, let's see if we can get this one done just like that. Beautiful, look at that guy, he's fun. Good old, oh, look at all the little sprinkles in there. Super cute. So what if all of those things sound excellent, but you're really more of a just extra person? Well, then you will want the mega chocolate cookie. So we're going to start in the same way with our butter and our sugars and a little bit of vanilla. Mix, and then we'll add some flour. But this time, instead of doing 2 tablespoons of flour, I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of flour and 2 teaspoons. And then for the other teaspoon of flour, instead of doing flour, I'm going to do cocoa powder. And mix. And then in this bowl, I have a teaspoon each of dark milk and white chocolate chips. And I'm going to add all of those in there. Mix it all together. Into the oven. Look at this guy. Looks great. So what if you're vegan? Well, good news, guys. You can make this with vegan spread as well. So I have Nuttelex. I'm pretty sure any plant-based vegan butter or margarine substitute would work. But please let me know if you have any that don't. This one definitely does. Nuttelex. It's a good time. So I'm just going to do it in exactly the same fashion that I did the other one. Butter, brown sugar, white sugar, touch of vanilla, mix, flour, 2 tablespoons. And then for this one, I've got these No Shoe brand sugar-free chocolate baking chips. And these also happen to be vegan. I didn't get them because there were no sugar, because obviously there's a lot of sugar in the cookies, but they happen to be vegan. So we got these. I'm just gonna add a tablespoon of these little guys into there. And that's gonna be a most excellent vegan chocolate chip cookie that, you know, tastes like a real chocolate chip cookie and isn't made out of weird things that shouldn't be put into cookies like bananas and stuff. I said it was vegan, I didn't say it was healthy. Chocolate chip, peanut butter, funfetti, gooey caramel, super chocolate, and vegan chocolate chip. So I hope you enjoyed watching me make these bad boys, and I hope you try this recipe for yourself. I want to know in the comments what your favorite cookie is and which variation you're going to try, and if you're going to try any different variations. See you next time. Who invited you?